Hello, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Daily Events Worldwide, and we are on March 17th, 2022, St. Paddy's Day. Happy St. Paddy's Day to all my friends and family around the world. Having a look here, the last 48 hours on our sun. Very active plasma filament ripping away and accelerated from the northwest part of our sun. Having a quick look incoming. You can see it on the right-hand side. You'll see it rip away from the sun. That was a very fast-moving filament shooting away from our sun. And that was in a north-facing position. Looking at outgoing imagery here. Small B-class solar flare, left-hand side. Bright region right there. Very active, a little bit hyper. And then that large plasma filament. So our sun has been very, very busy the last 3 days, 4 days. As I pointed out in the last update, there were 9 solar flare events ranging from B class to M class in a 48-hour period. And now we're looking at a couple more CMEs and definitely heading our way. Looking at the ISPA space prediction spiral, showing that accelerated blast heading towards us, and will be reaching us on the 20th. So that's within 48 to 72 hours. This will be arriving at Earth. Looking at solar X-ray flux, we remain in B-class range right now. Real-time solar wind setting at about 360 kilometers per second, 330. But a little bit of a jagged stream coming in there, jacked up to about 475. As well, density looking at LASCO 2 here. This is the last 4 days of imagery since the 13th, showing all of the major events that our sun has thwarted our way and around in the backside. Here comes our most recent flare, or CME, coronal mass ejection. Amazing images coming from LASCO 2 with Solar Dynamics Observatory. Quick look at the Schumann resonance for today. A 22-hour blackout apparently has ended. Experiencing some kind of disruption. We're sitting at a power of 6, amplitude of 9. Let's get to earthquakes here for the past 24 hours, starting out here in Japan, southern Japan, where we had the 5.6 here in Naha, Japan, as well, a 5.1 Ishigishi. And then Japan still seeing aftershocks here as well as Shinomaki. Pretty deep earthquakes south of Japan as well, so very active still. 5.1 there reported in China, 5.3 Thang, India, and as well a 5.8 and 4.5 here in Bandar, Iran, right on the Arabian plate line. 4.6 there east of Krakatoa in Java, Indonesia, 136 kilometer depth. 4.4 here, Indonesia, Tabilo. 4.9, Solomon Islands, and 5.1 here in Tonga. So quiet for deep earthquakes today. Quiet through Hawaii, largest being 2.7. Sandpoint, Alaska, reporting a 3.9, largest through the region. Overlooking the United States, Largest across the states was a 3.8 here in Clayton, New Mexico. As well, right up the coastline here, Alberto, Mexico, Morongo Valley, California, and up into Schurz, Nevada. As well, 2 3.1s here to report Stanley, Idaho. Notable earthquake here, 2.5, Newmarket, Tennessee, on the New Madrid. Too quiet for my liking through the Caribbean. Watch for movement through Mexico tonight. As well, Mid-Atlantic Ridge seeing 3 minor 4-pointers, and as well 3 4-pointers through South America. And that's the last 24 hours for earthquakes across the world. Biggest earthquake the last 7 days, we're having a look here, was the 7.4 that struck Japan just yesterday, March 16th, 2022. Many aftershocks through the region. As well, we saw some large 6-pointers last week, Indonesia and the Philippines. And that's the last 7 days for earthquakes across the globe. Have a plan, everybody. Be ready. Let's get to the Pacific Disaster Center, showing the most recent satellite imagery, and as well showing the most recent volcanoes getting updated. Pretty strong system heading through the Atlantic right now. As well over Spain. Let's get to volcanoes and Nevada's D.E.W, Colombia. As well as Sangay in Ecuador. Semeru, Indonesia. Sabancaya in Peru and Fuego in Guatemala. Reventador in Ecuador, Manam, Papua New Guinea, Bezimiani in Russia, Suwasanajima, Japan. So that's about 12 volcanoes getting updated today, and we still have an active and erupting 49 across the globe. If you haven't seen the most recent volcano activity report, please check it out. There'll be another report coming up this week for week 11, 2022. Overlooking the Pacific Ocean, atmospheric river ramping up in the East Pacific, getting ready to head into British Columbia and northern BC. Atmospheric river of moisture gaining strength as well. Flood conditions through southeastern Australia continue, as well Indonesia and East Java Regency. We do have one tropical cyclone to talk about. Cyclone Billy, still alive. Floods continuing in southeastern Africa. And as well, look at the size of this system over Spain. Very gray days ahead. Let's get to the 5-day forecast here, brought to you by Venture Sky, and as well daily events worldwide is starting out here, home base, North America, Canada to be exact. Down into Ontario. We've got a pretty big system here heading our way. Cooler conditions will prevail after this storm as well. We were up to 22 degrees here in Ontario today. I'm pretty sure that broke a warm record for March 17th, St. Paddy's Day, 22 degrees Celsius. But watch for extreme weather to move in, and as well a lot of rain and snow on the backside with this big system that will be coming through Friday, Saturday, Sunday for eastern parts of Canada and the United States. As well, still a lot of snow falling through the Pacific Northwest, and as well Saskatchewan. You've got a system coming through this week, Monday into Tuesday, heading into Manitoba for Tuesday. And then this week for British Columbia, Vancouver, right up into Alaska. Atmospheric river of moisture will be affecting you for the next 5 days pretty much. Long-range forecast could see a pretty healthy system coming out of the Gulf, and as well one here coming out Monday out of Texas. So watch for extreme weather to break out Tuesday into Wednesday through Texas and Arkansas, heading eastward, a wave of storms will be affecting you. So heads up, stay safe, aware, and prepared. That system's going to bring snow to northern parts of Canada as it mixes in with a very cold high that seems to be lingering around the North Pole. Carrying on here over to Europe. Not much to talk about here. Snow continuing through parts of Turkey, and as well that low pressure system over Spain is going to head eastward, kind of fade out through the Mediterranean, sending moisture over to Turkey, falling as snow. No major systems to talk about here over Africa, South Africa, mostly Madagascar, as you will be seeing 2 low pressure systems affecting you over the next 5 days. But nothing to be of concern. No more cyclones heading your way right now. Overlooking Southeast Asia and the West Pacific. System heading out of China will bring some heavy rains to southern Japan. Daily evaporation rains through Java and Indonesia, Papua New Guinea. Cyclone there forming northwest of Australia, and as well rain affecting southeastern parts. Overlooking South America. No major weather systems heading your way. You've got daily evaporation rains, and as well as pretty weak low heading through Argentina. But watch for continual coastal rains, northern Brazil and into Venezuela. And then in the long range forecast, this is the system I was talking about. Watch for this to race out of the Gulf. This in the long range forecast, looking at Monday, the 28th. And that could still be dropping snow through parts of eastern Canada. Speaking of which, I'll leave you here looking with our cold maps for the next 7 days, as winter is over in about 3 days, technically. But the temperatures are not done with us just yet. We do have snow heading into the forecast here, eastern Canada, short range, and as well most of the country, long range. I'm talking 2 weeks from now, first week of April. Could have a biggie. Thanks for watching today. This has been Mike, Daily Events Worldwide. Stay aware and prepared, stay young and have fun, and get your daily due. Bye-bye now. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.